at all.
Okay.
So it's very controversial food because people like whales.
Yeah.
Whales are smart. They're cute. This is something that they've been doing in the Faroe Islands for hundreds of years. In fact, it's one of the oldest records of any country. They've kept these insane records going back hundreds of years of these. It's called like grintebab, something like that. It's like they get the whales and they bring them to shore. Have you heard about this?
No.
Fantastic. So I was just there. I was hoping to see one in action. I was told if you see one and you approach them and you film, they will destroy your camera because they've had so many issues with protesters there, among them Sea Shepherd, who's trying to put an end to the whaling.
Yeah.
So the whaling they do there is far different from the whaling that you're going to see in a place like Japan. Japan, I think they're hunting blue whales. They're hunting whales that are actually vulnerable species, and they're doing it under the guise of research, and they put like research on their boat as if we're like,
they're selling the animal.
Yeah, and then they sell it. Oh my gosh! And some people there. I mean, somebody took me on a market tour in Japan, and they're like, "Well, the meat is left over. They don't want to waste it after the research, so they sell it here." And I'm like, "You buy that? You believe that?" And she did. So what they're doing is different in the Faroe Islands because they're not going out to sea. And so their method of getting the whales is never going to lead to their extinction. The whales populate the Atlantic, and the Faroe Islands is just a tiny, small collection of 18 islands in the middle of the Atlantic between like Scotland and Iceland, and they've got 50,000 people. So when a pod of whales comes by and somebody spots them, they kind of sound the alarm. First of all, they'll get some boats together and try to guide them to one of the bays. At this point, this is what I love, this idea that everybody is so into the grint, this event that happens, that you could be in your corporate job in a room talking about Q4 sales, doing your report, pitching to your team, and then you could get a phone call, hey, the whales are here, let's go. Everybody, when the alarm goes off, if you got to leave church, if you got to leave work, you do it, it's understood. Yeah, go get the whales.
Really?
Yes.
Even today? Corporate jobs.
I went to the most normal family's home ever, and I did a fridge tour like on Men's Health on YouTube, and it was like here's a whale that we got from earlier this year. We got about 300 pounds. It was so interesting, and this is like the most normal corporate white-collar guy ever. And so they all get the call. They go down there because the amount of meat you get depends on how much you help out. And they have a very detailed system for how to allocate the meat. The process of actually getting the whales, though, they steer the whales towards the shore. Then once they get close to the bay, they start clanging on the boats and making noise and trying to throw off their sonar. Eventually, the whales get close enough to the shore where people can run out from the beach and hook the whales in their blowhole and start pulling them up.
What?
This is our video that's going to be coming up.
Oh my God, this is horrific.
Well, yeah.
Holy shit.
That's why it's controversial.
So all of these people, and these people wearing like modern clothes, and I mean, these do not look like tribal people. They look like anybody that could be in fucking New Hampshire.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're just slaughtering these whales. And they're slicing their necks. Oh my God, this is horrible.
So what makes it horrible to you?
That they're whales. I mean, just whales to me are like, it's almost like killing a golden retriever.
And I'm not...
This is rough.
I'm not saying you're wrong or right, but I think it's interesting to explore where that...
Well, I think if you
the ethics exist for each person. So
yes,
for you, like, what is the line for okay to eat, not okay to eat? Because, like, I have eaten dog, but I wouldn't probably eat it again.